I'm literally gonna throw up because what is happening? Like, we actually, like, ugh, we actually need to revolt or something. Like, I just watched Jay Rose's video on his escape plan from late stage capitalism, and I think a lot of us have, the same desire to buy land, buy a house, at least, not struggle every day and not always be thinking about money. And it's so funny because I just uploaded a video being like, life's supposed to be boring, right? Trying to understand why things are the way they are. But I'm just like, what really is the answer? Because, like, I know the answer is on some level to vote, to be politically engaged, all these things. But, like, what's really the answer? Like, are we avoiding the obvious answer? Because it seems like the obvious answer is to revolt. And I probably shouldn't be saying this online, but, like, I don't know. I feel like people say this online all the time, and it is what it is. But I'm just like, how many ideas can we all come up with? Because my dreams are very similar to your dreams. They're very similar to the people's dreams in Kenya and Syria and Paris and England and Brazil. Like, we all kind of have the same dreams. Everybody kind of has the same thing that they want to do. People want to own a coffee shop. People want to own a farm. People want to own a rescue. People want to help other people. People want to own a daycare. People want to just have a family. People just want to be relaxed. People just want to homestead. Like, everybody kind of just wants to do the same thing. I feel like the gift of this time on this planet is that I think we all actually have very similar dreams, if not the same dream. Like, it could literally be that everybody on the planet, for the most part, that is here to do something good or be a good person, pretty much has the same dream. Maybe that dream looks a little bit differently in terms of how it manifests in reality, like what you actually create, but the core of it seems to be the same. And with that, that makes it very easy because it's very easy to get on the same page about what our desire is. And once you know what you want, the question is just how do you get it? And what I hear a lot of us say, and what I say myself all the time is like, okay, can we have like a recession? Like, we're actually like preying on the downfall of our economic systems so we can just get a chance, which is super crazy to wish for. But like, clearly it's out of a place of desperation. And, I'm not in the worst predicament on the planet. And a lot of us are not in the worst position, being able to sit here and watch a YouTube video in peace without a bomb falling on my head or without my stomach turning in on itself because I'm starving or without barely being able to breathe because I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like that. We're in pretty good places. So the fact that that's still not enough, I don't think is a sign of our ungratefulness. I think it's a sign of how much of a failure what we're living under really is. Maybe not in the grand scheme of things, but definitely emotionally and mentally and perhaps spiritually for some people who want to go there. And I'm just like, what really is the answer at this point? Because we've been told so many answers. Get a remote job, invest, side hustles, side gigs, slow living, save, and then move to another country that's poor, pretty much. Move in with family and friends, build community, find your passion and do that full out. Go to school, work with others. I don't know. We've been told all these different answers, and there are many people doing all these things who are succeeding, and there are many people doing all these things who are not. And I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it seems like, And I don't actually know this for a fact, but it seems like the answer is to revolt. And I don't think that we're living in the medieval times. So I do not think that revolting means violence. And I do not think revolting means, burning the city down and turning everything amok and creating absolute chaos. I think revolting really could be super simple. As simple as like not showing up. Like not showing up to work. I don't know. Refusing to pay for water. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm like, what if we all just agreed to do things for free and at the same time we all agreed to not pay for things? You know what I mean? Like, what if we all agreed, okay, I will show up and I will drive this bus to help this person get to the grocery store, and I will show up and I will go and pick these vegetables, and I will show up and I will build this house, and I will show up and I will work on this plumbing, and I won't be paid. And then I will show up and I will not pay for that for my groceries. And the person at the cash register won't be there because they've decided that's a job that doesn't need to happen or something. And I will decide not to take too much. And like, can't we just, I feel like there's a way to do this that's different from how we're doing it. And it could just be that we need to work in smaller groups. Because I do think once you get to like, I just don't know if I think that nations should exist anymore. And I don't know if I actually believe that. I'm just talking. But I'm just like, should nations exist? Because it's like, once you get more than like 30 people in a space, things just become too much. And it's too many ideas and it's too many, thoughts around who should be in charge. And it's annoying. But like in small communities, can't things work? I feel like things could work. I'm just like, the idea of having to think about how to escape capitalism when I'm just trying to figure out how to pay my debt and get on my feet to the point where I can move out of my dad's apartment. It's just like, it's a lot to think about. And then on top of that, I'm also trying to think about how am I going to find a life partner, so I can have a family, because I want that. Life would be easier if I didn't want a family, because then I could just be focusing on my financial stability and like, my meaning in life. But I also have to think about finding a partner, which is just like, oh my God. And you don't want to pick the wrong person, because like you're really screwed. And then you actually have to get pregnant, and then you have to have the kid, and then you have to focus on raising the kid. It's a lot of things to think about. Life is just very like, what is going on? But I feel like there's an opportunity. I just don't know what it is. There's definitely like other ways to live, and there's so many examples. But I don't know. I feel like we're all getting so tired. I mean, and I don't think that we should underestimate the effect that pollution has on our ability to continue to fight, The air is filled with plastic, and so our lungs are filled with plastic. And so it's very hard to continue to be ambitious and to care when you're just so bogged down by a lack of clean air. I can't imagine what it's like living in a place where like the pollution is even more dense, but it's pretty dense here in Toronto, and it's hard, so that's one reason I'm looking forward to winter, because I feel like it's easier to breathe during the winter. But yeah, that's a whole thing. But things aren't so depressing. Things are good like every other hour. It's just that when they're not good, they're really like shitty. But I think everybody's feeling this way, and I also don't think that this is a new feeling. While climate anxiety and all these specific things that have to do with like this era on Earth make this time unique, I don't really feel like there's ever been a time where human beings were like, I'm completely satisfied, because if there had, then like, would anything have changed? So this has always been a consistent feeling, the need to progress and to find a different way of life, to move beyond this way of life. We've always been trying to move out of the jungle, and the jungle always is. So, that's just life, but I would like to not feel so, I guess, ambitious. I would like to feel a little more satisfied. More satisfied, less ambition. Because the ambition is exhausting. It's not really rewarding right now. It doesn't feel super rewarding. So that's just what's going on in my brain. I start my new job on Tuesday, the first day of school, so I've got that to look forward to and also be terrified of. But I think it should go well. We'll see. Anyways, I should probably go now. Bye.